Hello everyone, today I want to talk about the impact of technology. Technology affects almost everything in our life, and it has both good and bad effects. In this video, I will explain two positive effects and two negative effects. The first positive effect of technology is that it has made our life better in many ways. We can see this in healthcare, communication, and transportation. In healthcare, technology has created new machines and medicines that help doctors find diseases earlier. For example, there are machines that help people with diabetes, like insulin pumps, and hearing aids for people who cannot hear well. These devices help people live more independently. Communication is another area where technology has made a big difference. Now, we can talk to people around the world using our phones or computers. Before, we had to wait for days or weeks for a letter. Now, we can send a message or make a video call in seconds. Also, transportation has changed a lot because of the technology. We now have electric cars, apps like Uber, and even self-driving cars. All these things make it easier and faster to travel. So, technology has made our life easier, more comfortable, and more connected. The second positive effect of technology is that it gives us more access to information and resources. The internet is a great example of this. With the internet, we can find information about anything we want to learn. We can study online, take courses, or watch educational videos. Platforms like YouTube or Coursera offer free or low-cost courses from universities around the world. This helps people who may not have access to traditional schools or universities. Technology also helps us find new job opportunities. For example, people can search for jobs online or even work remotely from their homes. There are also resources for mental health, like apps where people get therapy or talk to a professional online. In this way, technology breaks down barriers and allows people to learn, grow, and find opportunities that were not available before. Now, let's talk about the first negative effect. One big problem is that technology can take away jobs. This happens because of automation, which means machines and robots do the work that humans use it to do. For example, in factories, robots are now building cars or products instead of workers. In supermarkets, self-checkout machines let customers pay without needing a cashier. This means fewer people are needed for these jobs. Even in transportation, there are no tests for self-driving cars and trucks, which could replace drivers in the future. This can be a big problem because it leaves many people without jobs, and it can be difficult for them to find new ones, especially if they don't have the skills to work in other areas. The second negative effect is about the privacy. With the growth of technology, companies and governments can collect a lot of information about us. For example, every time we use phones or computers, we leave digital traces. Companies collect this data to sell us products or show us ads. Governments can also use information to monitor people. This can be dangerous because we don't always know who has access to our information or how they will use it. There have been cases where companies have sold personal data without permission, like Cambridge Analytica scandal. This makes people feel unsafe and lose trust in how their information is used. As technology grows, we need to find better ways to protect our privacy and make sure our data is safe. Before I conclude, I'd like to mention another important point: the use of technology in education. We see how technology helps students and teachers in many ways, especially with online classes, video lessons, and interactive learning. However, not everyone has the same access to technology. This is called the digital divide. People in poor areas or rural regions may not have access to computers, good internet, or digital tools. This creates inequality because some people have more opportunities to learn than others. This is something that needs attention if we want technology to help everyone equally. To finish, technology has had a big impact on society, both in good ways and bad ways. It has made our life better by improving healthcare, communication, and giving us more access to information. But at the same time, it creates challenges like job loss or privacy issues.
All this, I think of that we are now entering a human revolution. We know we've been in a technological revolution, the internet era, the information age, computers, technology, that's defined all of us, our generation. But that is now triggering this human revolution, where I think these technologies are giving fundamental questions that we thought our great-grandchildren might have to answer to us now. Do you want to live forever? Do you want to cook your brain up to someone else's mind? If a robot takes your job, what will you do? What will be your purpose? These questions are for our generation that we need to work out now. And so, I started out asking if you thought technology could help us or if it might harm us. For those of you who are working in technology, please understand the huge social implications and ethics of this technology and use it for good. For those of you who are suspicious of technology or may not work in it, I ask you to get involved. Like myself, I studied history and worked in the nonprofit sector. I started forming technology companies because I knew they could have an incredible social impact. So we need you also directing how these applications work. So I hope you will join me in this coming human revolution and make a world that works for everybody. Thank you.